talk about some hot topics. Do you want to stick around and
I
join
would
us?
love
not?
to.
Oh, goody.
Yes.
Well, get ready because Alana Thompson, a.k.a. Honey Boo Boo, is giving an inside look into her life in Lifestyle's new biopic, I Was Honey Boo Boo. That's our first hot topic, brought to you by Back to the Future at Walton Arts Center. So yeah, folks, okay. She's going to narrate the movie and offer a glimpse into what went on behind the scenes, revealing how her onstage persona concealed the harsh reality of constant criticism and family struggles, particularly with her mother, Mama June. Now, over the years, she and her family have continued to navigate their complicated relationships with one another with their show, Mama June Family Crisis. What are our thoughts? Because Jason, you know, I'm all for like watching the drama, but also this is very sad. I remember her on Toddlers and Tiaras. Right. So what did we think about this Lifetime movie?
Any ideas, guys? What do you
Well,
think?
golly, I haven't thought about Honey Boo Boo in a long time. So,
Welcome.
I'm happy she's still around and, doing her thing. And, it's certainly going to be an interesting documentary.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes. I'm all for a dog. Well, Jason Kelce has scored another Emmy nomination, if you can believe it. The retired Philadelphia Eagles player earned his third Sports Emmy nomination, a nod for outstanding personality, emerging on-air talent for his work on Monday Night Countdown. Following the news, the X account for Kelce's podcast, New Heights, celebrated the occasion by posting, "Got to add Emmy nominee to our resume now. Congrats, Jason Kelce." Kelce began his TV career after retiring from the NFL in March 2024. 3 Emmy nominations in a year is a great accomplishment, so congrats on that. I'm still waiting for my first Emmy nomination. I think it's coming after this interview.
No,
just
it's
around the
coming.
corner.
Yeah,
You think so? It could be.
But yeah, no, just had another new baby. Now he's got another Emmy nomination. That's
Big
awesome.
year.
That is a big
for
year.
the Kelces, for
Okay,
sure.
so I'm excited about this. So Brandy might have some top secret summer plans. So the highly anticipated sequel, I Know What You Did Last Summer, hits theaters this July. And of course, cast members like Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. are confirmed to reprise their roles as the survivors, right? So back in August, while promoting her horror film, The Front Room, Brandy expressed interest in returning to the slasher franchise. But will she return to the upcoming installment? Well, the director, Jennifer Robinson, said, quote, "You'll have to go and see the movie." So I don't know. To me, I kind of feel like she's going to pop in there.
Totally sounds like a tease.
Right?
It does.
Cliffhanger.
What's going to
I
happen?
think so.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like if she wasn't, Brandy would have said, "I'm not in it."
Right.
Yeah, something
Fans,
like
have
that.
you guys seen that movie?
No, but
No.
Who doesn't love a slasher?
Hey, yeah.
I know,
You
right?
gotta go
It's
check
just
it out.
iconic.
Yeah, you gotta go check it out. Well, in a groundbreaking development, many of you have seen this story already. Biotech company Colossal Biosciences announced the birth of 3 genetically engineered pups, Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi, that they
How about
claim, they're the first dire wolves to roam the earth in over 10,000 years. Now, by utilizing ancient DNA and advanced gene editing techniques, scientists modified the genome of gray wolves to express key dire wolf traits, such as larger size and distinct fur color. Now, while this achievement has sparked excitement, some experts remain skeptical, suggesting that the animals are genetically modified gray wolves rather than true dire wolves. I don't know, I saw this trending and I saw everybody quoting, Jurassic Park, because here we are bringing
Right.
back an extinct animal, right? What do we think?
Well, I think it's certainly cool, but, to their point, I suppose, they're not like true dire wolves or
Right.
something along those lines, but it's still cool, why not?
I'm going to say it. They're cute. I'm here for it. They're precious. I love them. And I heard that George R.R. Martin was brought to tears by it. So
I think he's an investor in that company too, because dire wolves were a big part of Game of Thrones.
yeah,
right?
totally. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Well, another animal news. The San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance has a new resident, an 8-year-old fishing cat. I did not know what this was. So his name is Misochi, and he was born at the Denver Zoo in January of 2017. How cute are his eyeballs?
Yes.
So the zoo says that he has been exploring his habitat and is quickly acclimating to his new home. They say he's confident, smart, and a quick learner who loves the water. Now, the zoo says that fishing cats remain vulnerable. It's been estimated that about 50% of Southeast Asia wetlands are disappearing as human population grows. It's had problems with pollution, over-farming, and overfishing by humans. So super glad that this guy has found a new home at such an amazing zoo. And he's so cute. He's
Oh
like
my
a cartoon
goodness.
character.
I know.
I was expecting a cat with a fishing pole, I must admit.
was.
Right,
but,
right. Yes, but
But this is even better,
Yeah.
honestly.
No.
Look at him.
Yeah, look at the eyes.
those
I'm
big
a
eyes.
I'm a cat dad, so seeing something like that, I'm like, how can
You want him?
He's
so cute.
Yes, those eyes are something. Well, check this out. You may have seen this headline as well. Fans of the classic sitcom Happy Days were treated to a nostalgic reunion.
Aw.
That's right. Ron Howard, Henry Winkler, Anson Williams, and Don Most gathered at Steel City Con in Pittsburgh recently. Now, this marked the first public appearance of the quartet together in over 50 years. The actors reminisced about their time on the show, with Winkler noting, "This is the first time we've appeared this way in 50 years," to which Howard replied, quote, "It feels like 50 minutes. The reunion highlighted the enduring bond among the cast members and the lasting impact of this beloved series. So, man, that's kind of heartwarming to see.
It is. And who doesn't love Henry Winkler?
I know. Look at Henry Winkler, the Fonz, classic.
The Fonz.
And of course, Ron Howard, both of them still doing big things in Hollywood.
yeah.
Can you all imagine? I mean, obviously, you've worked with casts and people who are close to you, but I don't know, just kind
A
of
reunion
that
like that,
bond.
yeah.
50 years, I'm sure it
Yeah.
would feel like 50 days or 50 seconds,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Some of those core memories that you have on the road together, which I'm sure we don't want to hear all the stories of, but it's got to be an exciting time to go from city to city, right? Could you speak to that? a
It
little bit?
absolutely is, and it's some people call it a young man's game. It's it's really tiring. You
Yes.
get
Yeah,
you get off
sure.
of work late, and Monday was our travel day. Sometimes that is our day off, is getting to the next place. But it is a really special experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So.
Yeah, that's
Aw,
great.
that's
great to
great.
hear.
Well, this is kind of exciting. So, auction house Sotheby's unveiled a set of rare diamonds valued at $100 million, just pocket change,
Right.
at an exhibition center in Abu Dhabi yesterday. So, among the jewels on display is the 10.3 carat Mediterranean blue, considered one of the most important blue diamonds ever discovered. I don't know what the criteria for that was, but it's expected to fetch about $20 million at an auction to be held in Geneva in May. Now, just 8 diamonds are on display at the exhibition, but they have a combined total weight of over 700 carats.
Wow.
Yeah. So Abu Dhabi was chosen for the exhibition because there's a lot of high-level interest in diamonds there. It does close today, but the auction for the Mediterranean diamond is going to be on May 13th. So
Wow.
interesting. I mean, seeing this video, just the size.
Makes you want a diamond?
Makes me want to. But I can't even imagine
Yeah.
seeing something like that.
Yeah,
we
that's
should go halvesies on
Seeing
it.
something, let alone
Go
like
in,
wearing
go in
it
together.
We
That's
could
right,
all
I know.
pull in. And,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks,
See these
guys.
two on the
Thanks for having
stage there at Walton Arts Center. The show's happening all the way through Sunday.